I wanted to share a couple of really helpful things when you're creating delays in your song, and I wanted to show it first using the Echo plugin in Ableton, and then I also wanted to show it using the Echo Boy by SOUNDTOYS because I know that's a really popular delay plugin as well. So let's say we have this vocal here.
You make me losing control. I'm losing control.
And let's say that we just wanted to create like a vocal throw or delay off of this last word, which is control. I'm going to create a new audio channel and I'm going to highlight the audio that I want to delay out. I'm going to hold down Option and I can drag it to the channel below. And now we have this on the channel.
Control.
So I'm going to grab Ableton stock echo here. And because this is like a vocal throw, I have it on its own channel. I'm going to put this effect at 100% because all that we're interested on this channel is the delay. We don't want any of the dry signal. This is what it sounds like.
Control. 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 Control.
What I wanted to talk about today is this filter section, which is in kind of the bottom half of the window. What this is like an EQ or a filter, and you can use this filter section to cut out certain frequencies for the delayed signal. Let me cut out a bunch of top end to make it really obvious, and I'll cut out some low end as well.
Control. Control.
So now it sounds like it's filtered. If I turn this filter off, this is what we get.
Control, control, control.
Which is fine sometimes, but I think when we're creating delays, we want it to sound a little bit different than our main vocal to create some separation, just give it a different feel, a different vibe. And so this filter section is really helpful for doing that, as opposed to grabbing an EQ and doing these manually on a separate plugin. And the second thing I wanted to show you is adjusting the stereo image. So let's switch this to ping pong delay where it's really obvious.
Control, control, control.
Bounces between the left and right speaker and it's panned all the way left and all the way right. But in our song, we might have something like a guitar or pads or percussion or something that is already panned all the way left and all the way right. And it might be taking up that space in our mix already. So one thing that you can do is you can reduce the stereo image and now the ping pong delay sounds something like this.
Think control, control, control.
And you can hear how it's a lot tighter behind the vocal. And that can be, again, really helpful for creating its own space in the mix. The last, I guess, bonus thing here is you can soften the delay with a little bit of reverb.
Control, control, control.
Adding to the uniqueness of this delay. And the way that you do this with Echo Boy is using these low cut and high cut knobs. So if I increase the low cut, is basically a high pass filter that's increasing in frequency, cutting out more of the lows, and the high cut is the same thing. It's just going the opposite way, right? So it's cutting out more and more of that top end.
Control, control, control.
And then lastly, if we want to adjust the stereo image with little Alter Boy, just hit this little tweak button here and this extra menu will pop up and you can control the width. So I'm just going to dial this back a little bit.
Control, control, control.
You can hear that it's a lot tighter around the vocal. Awesome. So I hope that was helpful and I hope it gave you a couple of things to think about next time that you're creating your delays.